Hi, my name's Lucy Charles and I'm a professional long distance triathlete, and these are my top 5 tips for triathlon. So, number 1, which is my most important tip, is to make sure you're always enjoying your training and having fun. There's a lot of training required for triathlon, so if you don't include some fun or enjoyment or training as a group, it can be really difficult. So yeah, try and train with friends if you can and just make it a little bit more interesting, and that'll keep you in the sport a lot longer, and it should make your results go further as well. Number 2 is to not neglect your recovery. So it can be difficult when you've got so much training to do to actually allow yourself to have a rest day or to recover. So my top tip is, you know your body. So if you're feeling really tired, then you probably need to listen, maybe skip a session or make it into a recovery session, or even take the whole day off. So never feel stressed if you need to take that recovery time, because it is really important. That is when you're actually going to bank the training that you've done, which is going to ultimately make you better. So yeah, definitely take the time to rest and recover. If you can and if you can afford it, it's definitely worthwhile getting yourself a coach. It just takes all the stress away from planning your training, putting together sessions and questioning if you're doing the right thing. So I would definitely say that would be my top thing to invest in, would be getting a good coach, and then you haven't got to think about your plan. It's just set for you. You can follow it, but just make sure you communicate with your coach as best as possible. Number 4 is to really think about your nutrition. I spent a lot of time doing a lot of training but not really getting any better, and it was down to really poor nutrition. So my next tip is really to think about your nutrition, maybe even see a nutritionist if you can, but ultimately I've never seen a nutritionist, but I've just made sure I've got a healthy, balanced diet and I'm getting enough calories. We're burning so many calories as triathletes, so definitely make sure you're getting enough calories on board. And you can always have a treat. I always allow myself a treat, so don't be too strict on yourself, but definitely have the things that are good for you first before you start eating the treats and filling up on those. And my final tip is to make sure that you're focusing on your weaknesses. It can be really easy to always focus on your strengths, because they're the things that make you feel good, make you feel like you're doing really well, but ultimately it's your weaknesses. If you can work on those, then you're going to get the biggest improvement in your ability. So definitely, yeah, work on those weaknesses and you'll get even better results.